All right, and we now shift our focus to the ongoing Boeing crisis. Relatives of the victims from two fatal 737 MAX crashes are urging the Justice Department to impose a fine of around $25 billion on Boeing. The families, represented by lawyer Paul Castle, argue that Boeing's actions led to the deadliest corporate crime in U.S. history, warranting the maximum penalty. They suggest that between $14 billion to $22 billion of the fine could be suspended if Boeing allocates those funds towards an independent corporate monitor and safety compliance improvements.
That safety, that number one priority of Boeing, of their CEOs, of their management, of their engineer, doesn't mean anything when 346 people died. We are here today and driving here. It doesn't matter how far, because all I could think is the 6 minutes and 4 seconds of my daughter on that Boeing 37 MAX. Did she cry for me? Did she know that will be his last breath? Did someone hold her hands? So Kahon, Boeing, CEO, management, did you hear my daughter cry? I want them to answer and give us all the transparency. And I want them to be held accountable for murdering 346 lives.
Now, the Justice Department in May concluded that Boeing breached the 2021 Deferred Prosecution Agreement. This agreement was put in place after two deadly 737 MAX crashes in Indonesia and Ethiopia. The crashes were linked to the aircraft's Maneuvering Characteristics Augmentation System, or MCAS, and resulted in the plane's global grounding for 20 months. Recently, Boeing argued it did not violate the agreement, but officials cited an incident on the 5th of January with an Alaska Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 9 jet as evidence of ongoing safety issues. Federal prosecutors have until July 7th to decide whether to pursue a criminal case against Boeing or negotiate a plea deal. Meanwhile, Boeing's Starliner program, designed to ferry astronauts to the International Space Station, has encountered its own setbacks. A mission currently underway with astronauts Williams and Wilmore on board was supposed to be a crowning achievement. However, leaks and thruster issues have forced NASA and Boeing to extend the crew's stay on the ISS for further analysis. This delay adds to a string of problems for Starliner, which has been plagued by years of delays and overruns, costing Boeing over $1 billion. The recent events raise questions about the firm's commitment to safety. The 737 MAX crashes exposed potential flaws in the development and certification process. Families of the victims argue that Boeing prioritized profits over safety. Now, with the Starliner program, there are concerns about adequate testing procedures. NASA has acknowledged the troubles and said there was room for improvement. Boeing, on the other hand, once again is trying to focus on optics rather than safety measures. Now, the real question the company needs to answer is, should it be focusing on safety protocols rather than PR? Well, at least that is what the victims' families are voicing. Senator Richard Blumenthal, who recently chaired a hearing of Boeing CEO Dave Calhoun, has demanded prosecution. Listen to this.
Have a duty to demand the highest safety standards and insist that every installation is properly documented and ensure that speak up means, in fact, speak up, not shut up, as it is meant all too often. Boeing needs to stop thinking about the next earning call and start thinking about the next generation.
For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.